Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy, was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode. All right, happy Saturday. Well, today is the start of the 10-week challenge. There we go. So amidst all the things happening, trainings and onboardings, this past week, I did not do a very good job at buckling down and doing enough sales follow-up. I did it it must have been just Friday. I don't know if I even did another day, but going through all the leads. The cold leads, the semi-cold leads, the book showings, the reschedules, the folks that have expressed interest in at least the past month, and just reconnecting with everyone, saying, hey, we start this upcoming Saturday. You can start a day or two later if you want to, no worries. But we are starting, and this is something at one point was something that you wanted to do. I don't know if you care anymore or if this is still something that means something to you, but didn't want to forget about you as we get the next group started. And just a very non-pushy, non-whatever, but at least reminding people, hey, you cared about this at one point. This mattered to you at some point, and there's a decision coming up this Saturday. If you want to get on in, we'd love to have you. No worries, but I didn't want to forget about you because this mattered. And I'm still learning how to do sales well. I know it's not the right way to close someone, but in a world where people get forgotten or dripped on, you get texts from bots, you get robocalls, you get newsletters and email reminders and whatevers. When was the last time you got a handwritten card or someone called you and wanted to leave you a personalized voicemail with your name and they say their name, or they drop you an email where you can tell it was written with intention? That is so rare. And so in my mind, the way to stand out is to be personal, warm, relatable, relational. And I think that's what's going to stand out in a world that's crowded and over-teched and over-stimulated. To slow down and to be a go-to person. And it worked. On Friday, I left, 20, 30 voicemails. Not a whole lot for a day's worth of work, but I got it done in 2 hours. And 2 people called me back. They said, hey, yeah, I do care. I do want to do this. I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll see you tonight. Or no, one person was tomorrow, Saturday. One person was Monday. But it worked. And just by being genuine and following up, it helps to have the natural time pressure of when it starts. If people could start any day of the week, and it's a walk-in, passerby gym, that's what's going to be a commodity. And you can't do that. You need to have something that is more humanable. So we're starting the challenge. Right now, we just kicked off the mile run. I ran it just to measure it out because we always lose track of where the measurement is. And I'm now sitting at the starting line and organizing the intakes for everyone. We're closing, well, right now, not closing. We're sitting at about 30 or so signups for new members, but then 5 historic members who are wanting to redo it. And just mind-blowing. It's crazy to see what can happen when you put your mind to things. And so that's where we're at. That's where we're going. We're not gonna give in to anxiety, doubt, discouragement, distraction. We're gonna be intentional and engaging. And we're gonna live life. And I'm preaching to myself on that. Right now, I'm getting distracted. I've been struggling with sleep lately because of some anxiousness things that are dragging on me. And I don't need to put time into that. I don't need to invest energy into that. When I wake up at 4 a.m. because I'm anxious about something, even if the thing is true, worrying about it at 4 a.m. does nothing for me. If I take action on it at 4 a.m, okay, then it's a meaningful thought. But if I'm just going to sit there and worry and stress and my stomach turns, my eating gets thrown off, I can't get a good night's sleep. Nothing good comes from that. The only thing that's relevant is if I take action on it, write an email, make a phone call, send a text, something that will impact that problem I'm facing. And anxiousness does nothing for that. Anxiousness just bumps it to the top of the list. It does nothing to make sure I do something about it. So that's what I'm preaching to myself on right now. And to lean on God for that support, because ultimately God's in control far more than I am. And the ups and downs, the easies, the hards, the good and the bad. So that's where we're at. That's where we're going. Let's rock and roll. This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY due diligence program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.